Well, welcome. This is a channel basically about diabetes of different kinds. I myself, I've been several types of diabetic because um, being diagnosed and re-diagnosed a couple of times. At the end of the day, I'm a type 1 diabetic, um, but basically LADA, um, adult onset, very slow progression originally, but diabetes has always been part of my life and affected my life one way or the other, um, because I do have relatives, um, close relatives, first degree relatives, affected with both type 2 and type 1 diabetes. Um, I didn't know that you could become a type 1 diabetic as an adult. So I always thought that I just needed to worry about not getting type 2. Yeah, surprise, surprise. I, uh, I ended up being considered type 2 to then finding out that I was type 1. Um, on top of that, I've seen a lot of complications, gaslighting, awful advice, and a lot of struggles that diabetics over decades have had to deal with. Um, I saw the first amputation when I was still in maybe third or fourth grade. My uncle, he had been diagnosed at I think about 12 years old, and he lost first two toes because due to my mother's advocacy, they were able to save his foot for a few years because he eventually did lose that foot from a second amputation. Um, I don't think he made it to 45 years old. Um, my mother also became diabetic. Originally, it was supposed to be just gestational diabetes, my baby brother, and no, it didn't go away. And she became again insulin dependent rather fast. Um, in fact, the doctors used to tell her a lot that it seemed that her diabetes was atypical. Um, she has always been very, very lean. She looks like a model. She was a gorgeous woman and very lean. So she did not fit the profile of the typical type 2 diabetic at all. Um, and most of her siblings were not diabetic. A couple of them became diabetic very, very advanced at very, very advanced age. Um, so I highly suspect that probably she was LADA too, but that was not a thing back in the day. Um, so this channel is to talk about my lived experience, my ongoing frustrations with the system. I have other relatives that are living with diabetes or pre-diabetes or in the process of becoming diabetic type either 1 or 2. Yeah, it's a wild ride. So if you're interested, stick around and let's start a conversation about this. I probably also talk about my own diabetes management choices and experiences. I've been totally insulin dependent for only 3 years, but it's still been a wild ride. So welcome. Let's get this going.